Hello everyone, Lucifer here and welcome back to this video. With this video I want to continue my draft with this Shadowfen draft deck. But this Shadowfen draft deck isn't as bad as my other Shadowfen draft was, so I don't think it's so unlikely to win this draft. But yeah, I can't tell the future, so we will see how it's going. I hope the queue isn't taking so long as it does in Heroes League. I waited today very long for a match. But maybe that was because it was on my mobile phone and my mobile phone didn't stop queuing like it sometimes does when the message appears that they weren't able to find the opponent for me. But yeah, on my mobile phone this didn't appear, and yeah, maybe the game broke a little. So I cycle Quadra to get them back early, and I could play the Wandering Worms to have them together with Quadra, but I'm afraid of unhealthy, so I play Crimson Sentry and cycle Sunbeam Serpents the next turn. These are the only 3 dragons, these 2 with Quadra in my deck, so yeah, it isn't too good. Some spare dragonlings would have been great to get bigger Sunbeam Serpents. But yeah, I cycle and hope for gifted recruits because I have them on level 5 in this brawl. But since I didn't get them, I have to play like this. Maybe Ubus next turn and Temple Guardian cycle. Or maybe I can get value out of Void Surges. I hope he hasn't linked, but oh yeah, that's good for him. If the Raven would have spawned backwards, I could have played Void Surges, but it didn't. That's bad. So we haven't seen any legendary so far. I could play Ubers, but I prefer playing like this and bait into some high value Void Surges of mine and defend his attack. So yeah, if his scene, yeah, that's not too bad. Would have been better for us if he played his Elof on this dragon, so that we could have played Void Surges here and hit it, but since his summon militia spawned like it did, I can just knock it out and cycle Ubers afterwards. Yeah, Void Surges is a very strong card if you're able to get value out of it, but it's very no, it's not very unlikely. unlikely, but it's not that often to get value out of it. So that's why I don't upgrade it, even if I have the opportunity to. Uh, so witches on level 3 would be great. I think that's one thing I've said before. And now, so that I train 2 strength instead of only 1. And yeah, I think now is the time to go aggressive. The Quadra upgrade is pretty nice. Wow. So yeah, I will play Quadra now, but I don't want, to let an egg jump in front of Elof. So that's why I played the Ancients in front of him. He may be able to clear all of them, but... And even if he doesn't, he has Laurus to attack each other, so to let my dragons attack each other. Or even these units. I think I cycle Sunbeam Serpents now, because they don't have any value, and I want to have them together with Quadra. So I cycle them after I have played Quadra. So now I play just this, even though his Laurus is again a threat. At least he played unhealthy this turn. So yeah, that's not too good. He could have also played it one tile on the right, so that more units are attacking each other. But that's a pretty strong attack. I think I play these 3 cards. And yeah, at least prevent some damage. I think this was I didn't play Gifted Recruits this often this match, am I right? But because I didn't get them. Because they are very important with 2 mana, and on level 5 they are value poor. Oh, that's scary. But we have Void Searchers to deal with this. I think I will, even though now I have 3 pings with Ubers, and I didn't let my Crimson Sentry run all the way inside, because now, since they move at first, I deal damage to both units and poison them, and not only this one if I had run inside immediately. Yeah. Now my Void Searchers didn't have value because I prevented too many units from him on the board. Oh yeah, he could have also played it on the dubious hex and would have been able to go very aggressive, because the spawned raven would have let his front line be in front again. But yeah, he didn't. Good for me. Void Searches is a good play. Or I could also play these three, but nah. And then where should I play it? I think here. Even though he could deal some damage with the booming profs with destructor bots and conflicted drakes. But if I play Quadra one more tile on the right, I couldn't have been able to attack his token knights the next turns, because I blocked myself. So that's not too good. But at least all my nest is hatched. I play these. All of these. I play gifted first, because I want to prevent. I mean, I want to get them back earlier. And then I do it like this. Yeah, that's not too bad for me, even though my base health is lower, and he could play his own Temple Guardians, and since they are on a higher level, I have to be afraid. I have to use Siege Breakers more often, because yeah, they are on level 5. And yeah, like gifted recruits, they are value. Yeah, that's very unlikely to happen and very bad, but please, yeah, would have been bad if it went into the base. Yeah. This was bad, because now Sunbeam Serpents aren't too strong, so I will cycle them. And I have to think where the most value for Ubers is. I can play these cards, or oh, I can play all cards, I'm stupid. So why not do it like this? And yeah, maybe it would have been better if I played Ubers first and then Crimson Sentry, but wouldn't have worked out with the time. So yeah, that's why I wasn't able to do it. good, so the only good spot for his Loris is on the very right to attack my token dragons, not the wandering worms on the left, but the token dragons on the right. But yeah, now he stopped this spot. Yeah, he has way better chip damage than I do, so yeah, and now I'm also in attackable range for how is it called? Unhealthy hysteria. But yeah, I can. Quarter is actually better than Temple Guardians. And also Crimson Sentry doesn't deal damage to structures, so the eggs are safe. But I'm afraid of him because yeah, his Temple Guardians are stronger, so he wins the late game, and yeah, Loris is definitely better than Ubers is. But at least the token Raven didn't spawn forward, so he stopped himself again. That's very good. Now I can... What are the things I can do? I have to do something against his... Oh, I thought that they weren't able to move, so that Laurus could attack them. But since he doesn't, that's very good. Yeah, the damage on his unit on the very left was important. Or was it? No, it wasn't, but his front line is one row behind. Hopefully it doesn't go in the base. That's very lucky, to be honest, because as you can remember, he did this before, and yeah, wasn't able to and it didn't go in the base. What should I do now? I think I will just go very aggressive, yes. Need to kill this to prevent his front line from going any further. So yeah, that seems like a strong attack of mine. Also with Void Searches I can maybe clear him very good. He doesn't have anything to push his line, if I'm not mistaken. He has Elof, but no units to fly to. And yeah, that's why I cycle for the next turn the Ancients, because they are the lowest value. Yeah, would have been better if this was attacked, but it doesn't matter too much. But now it does, because now, yeah, void searches are still trigger able. So I let them trigger. Now I need a spot for the wandering worms to be bordering my quadra, and then prevent him again from playing anything. But his Larus isn't too bad placed, because he can let all these free, so let the 2 eggs. So yeah, now goes it into the base. That's was 1 in 3, but doesn't matter. So yeah, it does that it went into the base, but it doesn't matter that it was 1 in 3. So would be great if I could manage to kill his Larus. Maybe I get 6 Ubers pings on him. So yeah, remember when I said mana doesn't matter anymore? That wasn't right. I miscalculated, and see what happened. That's bad, but yeah, he doesn't have a runner, he only has chip damage, and with Temple Guardians I can close his booming professors from dealing damage to the base. Yeah, that's was a misplay. I think he thought he could fly over the first dragon and attack the token knights behind, but that's now not how Elof works. And yeah, this could have been his losing turn, but I have to be careful to not drain some strength from Sunbeam Serpents, because then his Elof can move forward, even though, yeah, it doesn't matter. Maybe it's better to let it not do it like this. Yeah, that seems logical, because then he has the front line, but he doesn't have any, he can't do anything with it. So yeah, we haven't seen any spell cards except Unhealthy Hysteria. Well, maybe he can live this turn if he plays Unhealthy on the token knight on the right, on the very top. But if he doesn't have Unhealthy, it looks bad. think this is the longest match so far. And yeah, it was very intense. And if he's somehow able to get some chip damage, I'm lost. But it doesn't look like it. Also, his time is running out, so yeah, it was definitely a good game. For sure. Very intense. So, yeah, since it was so long, I will make the upgrade to upgrade cards in my next, hopefully the last episode. So I'm finishing now and see you in the next episode.